Andrea.
Hey.
Hi.
Ah, we have to do one small adjustment.
Please feel free.
Yeah. Beneath all the other adjustments already happening. something to say?
It's so beautiful, you know, like just to see again and again, nothing outside needs to change. It's just a little something in us just sees from a different place and all is well. And we look from another place and that seems like hell, you know, it's like, and it's, you know, really all that's changed is where our attention is focused and how it's focused.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Yeah, and how it feels for me in this moment is that there is a little residue of an experience the last 48 hours. And it's okay to just let it. I mean, there's like a little, not like a little vacuum somewhere.
and it's so funny, you know, it's like as life lives itself, there can be little activations that happen. And somehow it pulls our attention, you know, like it, to kind of play with it or kind of wanting it to be different or, you know, like all these different funny things. And it's,
Yeah, I mean, this is a differentiation between habit and choice.
mm,
Like,
yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah,
the
yeah,
habit,
it's
the
just,
nervous system
yeah.
to like, the strong pull, or go there, go there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, you tried it many times.
And it's beautiful, you know, like you said, okay, so it goes there. So, and you watch it and it doesn't feel good. And then somehow, then our attention gets even more drawn to wanting to play with it. It's funny how it plays. It's just, and then we sit together and it's just like, it's a dream, a bad dream, nothing more.
Mm.
Has nothing to do with us, has nothing to do with anything. It's just like a old habit, you know, perception, old filter, whatever you want to call it, old information. Who we are is here, actually untouched.
And it was funny because we were traveling this weekend, and as far as I can see, the last probably 20 times we sat with the topic, there was, you just invited me back into this without any words. And it was something was just started grinning. Like, okay, okay. I come. In this case, I come.
Yes.
I mean, you know, not I, but this
Yeah.
willingness to
The
simply
willingness.
stand
Yes.
in this direction. And
Yeah. And then love flows, and it's beautiful, and it's just we can sit here and enjoy. You know, so.
so very much, Isaac. I mean, even your hello is already like, okay, meltdown. Sweetheart,
Yeah.
so good to see you. So good to see your house, and thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Maria. Maria, Maria, Maria.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Maria.
There's nothing more to add what
Yeah.
Andrea is spoke.
Yeah.
There's always when it's not the high flow. When I sit with you, then there comes in and want to be seen like this.
Mm.
Thank you.
Ashley Hobart, PR, HQNAL, AEXRI, AL, True BLGPL, ITK, Y6 UFL 4D, EFDUAZCR 30 WAC.
Right.
Hi, Isaac, hi all.
Hi, guy.
Some rush happening.
Mm.
I'm enjoying that so much. Experiencing you, how can I say it, so open, so
Just like you.
yeah, it seems to be, yeah, it looks like I don't know. I enjoy the reflection, or however I want to call.
It's beautiful to meet with undefended hearts, you know, with hearts just available to meet.
Yes, yes.
As sweetness as love, yeah.
Sweet, yeah. It feels like I could cry all the time because I'm so touched, and it's just lovely. Oh. And I have a nice story because last Tuesday I was speaking to you and say how I'm learning so much from you, how you are with the fire and all that, and you just take it. And then after the satsang, Tanya, me, we went somewhere to have a juice, and I wanted to pay, and suddenly my purse was not there anymore. With all cards, credit card, driver license, I saw all that stuff. More than 1,000 euro were the purse. So it felt like, oh, shocking. But okay, that's it. Somebody needs it more than me, or I don't know. And it's not didn't come back until now. But it was really in the same day when I was saying that.
I mean, it is a shock when something like that happens.
Yes.
And at the same time, you know, it's beautiful to just notice, oh, there's a shock, and it's not worth suffering about. It's just okay, whatever happened.
Yeah,
is
then
like
searching everywhere. And in that time, I really felt like, oh, that's a trauma response. I was really like, my mind couldn't function anymore. And in the end, there are these big garbage tons. Boxes, really big ones. And I was thinking maybe because I was throwing something there, maybe I put it also there. So I was pulling all the stuff out. And then some people were seeing me, you know, and then my mind says, oh, now they think, oh, this poor guy, and now he has to eat out of the garbage box. So I also had my fun with it. But and there's another thing. I sent you 2 emails. I wanted to register it for the celebration week, but
I never got them.
You'd never got them? Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I tried again. It's still Namaskar mail.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
It's been
okay.
Otherwise, send a messenger or something. I don't know why. Sometimes emails don't go through. It's a funny thing.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The fires are out.
Fires are out.
Fires are out, and what's beautiful, you know, because they came in and they made some trails through there to manage the fire. And so now this beautiful national forest, yeah, there's trails. We can go through the trails and then so somehow, and it's beautiful in there. Went walking in there, and there's these little wallabies, little kangaroos that come bouncing across. It's like in prehistoric times or something when you go in there, because it's got this kind of bush you don't see except in Australia, just like
Yeah, sure. Yeah, great. And also that's through the burnt parts, this trails?
the burnt parts, yeah, through the burnt parts, and already the green is coming. It's amazing.
Already, yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
And your heart still well? Do you have to take medicine?
Sure.
No.
Just no. It's just this
No.
little device. Yeah. All right. Vedanta. Hey.
Hi, Isaac. I just would love to give a little feedback from last time. It just comes because now I can see there was an unconscious pushing away what happens in the body, and just that it was held. It feels so included now with no problem at all. It is really, yeah, I just feel like wanting to share it. It's really beautiful. I wasn't aware, and it goes so fast that especially with pain, sickness, something, we just push it out. And yeah, thank you so much for it. It feels very beautiful. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Oh, nice. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
There's something I would like to discover. 2 sessions ago, I said the only way to peace is peace, and it is true. I know it is true. But what's coming up is if, I don't know what it is really, but it is like a feeling of betrayal or something like this, also to German history and what happened to in the Second World War with 6.5 million dead Jews, and now the same seems to happen in Palestine. And it's like it's giving me a really hard time, I have to say. It's like I don't want to. Don't want to pretend I don't see that. You know, it's like the most of Germans might did in the war, and the whole
Okay.
thing is really deeply
Yeah.
touching.
No, I get it. So you look, you're aware of what's happening. You see it. And it's heartbreaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I cannot
then-
even cry, you know. I feel it feels like a
Yeah,
frozen
it's not a question of crying or not. Okay, so just so you see, you're not blind, you see it, and it touches, and there's not really anything that you can do.
looks like, yeah.
Watching really carefully, you see what's happening, and you recognize there's really nothing that you can do. Everything, you know, like when there's that level of I don't know what to say, just seeing such a strange aspect of our humanity playing itself out. Usually what happens is something wants to take a position, wants to be righteous, wants to somehow, you know, some way of not just being naked and raw in it.
Yeah, I can also feel like there's coming some rage. Also, I heard that there are some people in England, for example, they kind of rate this, or they block the fabrication of arms, and they just move in and destroy the computers. And then I could feel like I would also like to do that, you know, like just this is too much. This is too much to spend all that resources on something like this. Especially these days, you know, this time. We really would have something else to do. Just like I would also like there's some I would like to some also to fight against it, you know, to say no, stop, it's enough.
But seeing that movement, it's not right, it's not wrong, you just see that movement. And if you go with that movement even a little bit, what happens? Again, no right, no wrong, just exploring.
Yeah, it's a kind of righteousness feeling, like
yes,
I'm
exactly.
right with that. It is enough.
And then you're in the war. not wrong to be righteous, just to see that that righteousness is part of that dynamic. And it, in a way, it's a protection of the heart. And it's not wrong, it's not bad.
I was asking myself if my neighbors would beat their children up. What would I do? Would I sit there?
There is, you know, sometimes in that circumstance, there is something that could be done, but not always. You know, it's just like this. There's never a right way or a wrong way. What we can just see is where something in us unconsciously gets involved in a way that makes it uncomfortable for us and also feeds it in some way.
It goes also with tummy ache or some feeling of the stomach kind of hurt or blocked.
I mean, for sure, you know, for sure. I mean, it's touching, you know, like you said, rage, helplessness, powerlessness, sadness. I mean, there's many layers, yeah.
Also a feeling of betrayal somehow. And I can only hope it's for waking up the whole world, that peace is the most important.
At this point, just allow it to reveal to you where something gets involved in a way that is not healthy, is not whole, you know. You're just starting just with the movements that happen in you, that's all.
I am now in, I don't know. I don't know what to, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yeah,
even.
that's true. You don't know. Yeah, just don't know. And you can feel there's a wanting to know. And we're just exploring very gently, what is that wanting to know? And then the not knowing, how does that function? What's going on with that? There we are, there's, you know, it's not only there in the world, it's everywhere in the world. There's so much going on that's just is so ignorant and so
it is actually overwhelming how much, and from all the sides it seems to attack.
Yeah.
And wait.
So for it to be overwhelming, something has to be in resistance. If there's no resistance, there can't be overwhelming. So we can take it's an opportunity in a sense just to watch where there's some resistance. It's not wrong, it's not bad, of course. It's wow.
Mhm. My stomach hurts like a constriction in my stomach.
Yeah. So there's a constriction in the stomach. I can feel it.
And also here in the jaws.
Mm. Then you sense love.
It is very fine, like a small rose.
Yeah. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but I saw on the internet that America's sending warships and Russia and China sending warships. I mean, it's crazy what's going on. We don't have a clue, we just see. Okay, how do we be peace? How do we just stay true to what we love? And of course, there's a no to this, but not a no from just a no, love saying no, I could say it like that. But watching where somehow, instead of it's love saying no, it's a freak out saying no.
It's a what?
It's a freak out saying no.
A what?
It's a freak out. A freak out. So something in us is saying no out of resistance, out of activation. It's not love. It's activation that's saying no. A freak out, I call it.
Mm.
Fantastic opportunity. Yes, to be present and watch out. The automatic movements.
Yeah. There's a change in that slow change in that stomach area, who that this energy goes more to being here,
Beautiful.
present.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, in your own
I-
sense, how does that affect the field?
Maybe more loving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. And also maybe there's a personal from this person, from that lifetime, that I also run away from Germany because I could not bear it, and I feel like also a migrant, and my country is also gone. It will never come again, you know.
Mhm.
It's like where I'm coming from, this is kind of gone. And maybe there are some parallels also, I feel, to all that people running away from places they cannot. And also I was like the Palestinians in Gaza, we have been, you know, we could not go out, we would have been shot. You know. Maybe also this comes up in. And when I was young, I had to go through that. I was, you know, to the train was going through it. I saw the men and the dogs and everything, and it was so painful for me. Good that I spoke it, I feel now, and good that I could run away on a paradise island. Funny enough, the stomach thing is gone now.
So many subtleties to explore, you know. This perspective that of running away. You know, it's like it's a filter of looking at things. It's like it's one possibility. Like, oh, I ran away. Oh, I felt pulled to come to this other place, and I came here. Grateful. Just same thing, you know, but just seeing it through a different lens.
What I can sense now, I'm out of that victim feeling mood triggering, and I feel I can sense like being the energies can move now through that system and not it kind of flowing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Barbara.
Hi.
Hi, Barbara.
There's an idea like to play with like taking space. It seems that there's still like like something that's not in the flow.
So is that a perception or is it reality?
Like the perception is like that it's difficult like to raise the hand like this.
I understand. So that's a perception, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have this idea that whatever it's like maybe a childhood thing of that there was no space and or there was not much attention and things like that. So like there's a difficulty for me to take it or to have it but maybe it's just this story.
Yeah, so okay, so that's the narrative or the story. And in this moment, here you are. And how is it?
It's like exciting.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And there's the idea I would love it to be easier, like maybe it's
so that idea comes. Okay. Is it worth running after that idea, or just that idea can come and go?
Yeah, it can come and go.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit a belief. Shit, I want to be different.
Okay. So that belief, is it, is it worth giving it energy, or can it just, you notice the belief and then leave it?
How does it work? Like it's just the attention. Like I was always like not knowing when people say, "Oh, I let it go." Like I don't know how, because
it's not even a question of letting it go. It's just seeing what it is. It's just a thought or belief or whatever you want to call it, but actually just a thought. Yeah. Yola. Hi.
Good morning.
Yeah, good evening from my side. Yeah.
I have the question, in this war, we can't do anything, so we can only look at our own thing. But what is in the jobs? In my job in school, there's also a bit like war. The structures are breaking down. The people are very crazy after Corona and with the feelings they have. And so I think it's easy to sit in a still area and be with this but to be with people, with so much people in the job,
Yeah.
there's no problem for me with my with the children's I teach. It's no problem, and there can be very open and flow with this.
And to be space for them to speak about what's happening in them, and then invite whatever you could say the next maturing is for them in their seeing.
Yes, I don't speak very much. I'm open field, so they could be with themselves and.
Exactly, and then they feel safe to speak to you if there's something on their heart or something going on in them, which is so valuable. I mean, that is such a big gift that you offer. It's beautiful. You know, a place where children can feel safe to explore. To me, that's a precious gift that you bring.
Yes, I think I don't speak. I'm an art teacher. It's more that they could
express through their creativity. And I mean, I'm sure when you see their drawings, you see what's going on in their consciousness just from their artwork.
But I have the problem with my colleagues because I think I'm someone who see a lot what there's going on, and in a bigger
picture, yeah.
And then I have to act. So the problem is when I see so much and I see so much going on and not going. So this part I have also to do to live with them, and that is very a problem for me to decide what is the right to do, because I can't only say okay. So I do it all. I go out because it's too much political and so on. And I go in, and when I go in, you know it from me, I'm someone who says something, and I don't fear to say something, but it's very, it takes, yeah, don't know. And so I'm slithering, I go in and I go out, and I don't find my place in that.
I understand, yeah. It's not easy. You know, it's like, what I know is that sometimes there's space to speak something that plants a little seed, and sometimes there's not. And sometimes we can't keep quiet and we speak, and it just creates an energetic dance. And I don't think we can control it, you know. It's like, here we are, we wishing everybody well. And sometimes we see that people have a perspective or an idea or position that's actually causing them pain. And, you know, we'd like to bring it to their attention, but it doesn't always work. So it's like, we do the best we can. I mean, what can we do? You know, it's you know, love expresses itself through us. Sometimes it's really clean and goes in a good way, and sometimes it just makes things a little muddy or you know, like unclear for a little bit. But with luck, the love is bigger, and they keep coming fresh again as love, and it's so easy, you know, we bring something and we mean well, and then it doesn't get received, and then we can feel very hurt, and it's go quick, you know. It's like, and we're all learning, and we want to meet beautifully. That's what I see. That's how I see it. Yeah. You know, it's like, seems to me, you know, like the most powerful is when we're just being our natural self, you know. That's the best invitation there is. People either feel it or they don't. So when I rest like this with you, and we both just feel our heart, you could say, and all the other little nuances that are playing. Maybe we see where something holds back or doesn't allow full flow, or we can enjoy the love that is here. It's just the depth and the beauty that is here. Somehow, you know, seeing things differently is kind of on the surface, and the love is in the depth and more deep, you know. So
yes, we don't know what the whole thing means, but we have to react in real life, and we don't know what it means. Or that's yeah.
it's just this willingness to keep starting fresh and coming back and being the love and just being the space and the peace, and then if it, you know, if it gets clumsy for a little bit, so what? Passes. And we meet again as love and peace.
And again and again.
And again and again.
Yes.
And say my heart prays Let there be peace and love amongst all beings of the universe. And I love staying with that because
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. It's not so easy when I'm in that, when I'm in this
oh,
colleagues and work.
mm,
So
yeah. we're all learning to navigate in these very crazy times. Yeah.
yes.
There I was watching a video from Corona times where in Melbourne, in Victoria, police, if they saw someone not wearing a mask, they would throw them on the ground and jump on them and arrest them and come with guns to people. And I don't know how they see it now. Wow, what was that? That was some madness that overtook people.
Mm.
It's like, wow, for not wearing a mask.
Mm.
So we see, it's like now people are running through Palestine with guns and searching. And then who knows, in 2 months or a year or two, they look back and what the hell was I thinking? What was I doing?
Mm.
It was crazy. I think the same thing, people went to Vietnam or any other war. It's like, what? Somehow it's just caught in a madness.
Yes, but it's also in ourselves, in whole of when everybody.
Yeah.
On everybody.
Yeah.
To see that it's not only they. It's
No.
me.
I mean, just looking back at our lives and just seeing how our systems have behaved crazy, and you look at it and go, what was that about? It seemed so important at the time.
Mm.
Really.
You could say we can only we can only act because there is acting, and we don't know wherefore it is.
Yeah. I think in all of us, we can start to discern and see when it's an action of love or when it's an action of activation. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And with like that, discernment gets more mature and deeper. So, yeah. So,
And the reaction is from the ego, and
well, it's making that distinction.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it goes so quick. It doesn't take much. Suddenly, the system is crazy.
Mm.
It's feeling the love.
Mm. Thank you very much.
Thank you for speaking. Thank you. Ah, Katerina.
Yes. Very.
Right.
So good to see you. Hmm. Phew. When I witnessed you and what's her name? Just the lady from before. And I felt this
Viola.
Viole, the sweetness. And I imagined her being in a school like that.
Mm.
And meeting people from this place. And I so understand how difficult it is to, yes. For myself, I successfully played myself out of society now. I have no work at the moment, and they cut down the money for artist projects a lot, and I'm so a bit resignated. I feel no motivation anymore to write applications, and because I'm also in such a stressy mood, and I worked also in schools, and I found out I'm really not able to adapt to the school system. So I'm really in a point of what now? How can I share my light, and create something that also nourishes me?
Beautiful inquiry.
Yes. Yeah, but also not so easy. And I wanted to look at this pressure, it seems like the pressure I feel is like there's always deadlines for applications, and usually I kept running after the deadlines, and now it feels my body just doesn't. It's just like, no, I'm not moving in this way anymore.
How beautiful. I mean, that you can really honor that. In my view, that's beautiful. And just like taking some
scary, it scares me.
Of course it's scary. I mean, the whole conditioning is running. And pressure and, like stress. That's our conditioning in the Western world. And then saying, no, I don't go that way again. I'm open. I love to contribute, but I want to contribute in a way that feels really good to me. So you're not, I don't know how it is in Holland, but I think you get money from the government and you have time. It's not like you're going to die if you take this time for yourself.
Yeah, I'm in Germany. I have now
Germany,
around a year of support
Yeah. So you have that time, take it and really use it. To really look and go, just see what's in integrity in how it wants to express through you. Without pressure, really taking the pressure off, just
Yeah.
letting it show you, if it's possible, if
Yeah.
it's possible.
Thank you. I need to hear that because it is a part in me that is so scared of being guilty of not taking responsibility for myself. You know, like there's this, like really with like beating myself up to you have to write now an application, you have to make something up, you have to take care of yourself, you have to create your own circumstances. It's like, why? This already is such a to hear it, but my body is just not moving. Yeah. And also there's also, I'm so grateful for this space because I feel we can speak what everybody is meeting with what's going on in the world. I also feel like if I get some work now, and maybe in 2 years already, I need to leave, you know what, I don't have the name, but this leaving, and maybe Germany cannot be a place anymore for me, maybe. But where would I find shelter? You know, I've been to Madagascar and, you know, checking out places to where can I live when I don't want to take the works? And it's like, this is crazy.
You know, so that you can see that that can happen through the feeling of pressure, and it can happen from flow. It's just like, oh, okay, I'm here, and at this moment I don't know. And I can just be quiet, and I can trust that, and just really be quiet in that, and let it show you. Or you can watch how the habit is to put pressure, and okay, I have to solve this now. I have to, you know, like right now. And
Actually, the only thing I'm really interested in at the moment is connecting. It's so beautiful to hear, let it show you. It's just, you know, because I guess there's a pattern in me which doesn't believe it exists even, you know. I'm so grateful for you.
thank you for taking the opportunity to explore. Esther.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Esther.
Can you stop the recording, please? I don't know who the host is.